Dear name, there's something very important that I need to share with you, a matter that has been weighing heavily on my mind for quite some time now. I have struggled with these feelings for a while, trying to brush them aside and convince myself that they were nothing more than fleeting doubts. But as time has passed, the unease has grown stronger, and I can no longer ignore what I'm experiencing. I need to speak with you honestly and openly because I value our relationship and the trust that we have built together. Over the past several weeks, I've begun to notice subtle signs that something isn't quite right. It started with fleeting moments, whispers among our friends, hints dropped in casual conversations, and those subtle looks that seem to linger a little too long. At first, I dismissed these signals as nothing more than coincidences or misinterpretations on my part. I told myself that I might be overthinking things, or that I was reading too much into the little details. But as these signals multiplied, so did my uncertainty and the weight of my concerns. I have heard things from your friends, vague, unsettling remarks that don't seem to add up. Their words were careful, almost as if they were tiptoeing around certain subjects, avoiding any discussion that might reveal too much. I noticed that when I was around, the atmosphere would change, conversations would falter, and there would be an awkward silence when topics came too close to home. It felt as though there was something important that you were not telling me, something hidden in the recesses of your past that you have kept guarded. And now, I find myself caught between the desire to trust your silence and the need to understand what is truly going on. I want to be perfectly clear from the outset. I'm not writing this letter to accuse you, to judge you, or to place blame on anyone. My intention is purely to seek understanding and to offer my unwavering support. I believe that the foundation of our relationship is built on honesty and mutual respect. We've always prided ourselves on being open with one another, sharing our joys and our sorrows, our triumphs and our challenges. That's why it's so painful for me to feel that there might be a part of your story, a significant piece of your past, that you've been keeping hidden from me. I never imagined that there would be something you felt unable to share, something that you carried alone without reaching out for help. If what I'm hearing is true, and you have been suffering in silence, carrying a heavy burden from your past, then my heart aches at the thought that you have felt so alone. I have always seen myself as your confidant, your partner, someone you could rely on no matter how difficult the situation. It deeply saddens me to think that I may have missed signs that you needed me, that you felt isolated even when I was right beside you. I find myself asking, are you truly struggling with a part of your past that you've kept buried deep inside? And if so, why did you choose not to share it with me? Did you fear that I wouldn't understand? Were you worried that it might change the way I see you or our future together? I understand that some experiences are incredibly personal and painful, and opening up about them can be frightening. Trusting someone with your deepest fears and insecurities is not an easy step to take, and I don't expect you to reveal everything all at once. I simply want you to know that I am here for you, completely and unconditionally. I am not here to judge or to criticize, but to listen, to hold your hand, and to share the weight of your burdens. I believe that every person has scars and secrets, stories that have shaped who they are. And I want you to feel safe enough to share those parts of yourself with me. When I think about the times we have spent together, the laughter, the shared dreams, and even the challenges we have faced, I see our relationship as a safe haven for both of us. It's a space where we can be vulnerable without fear of rejection or judgment. That is why I am reaching out to you now. I need to have an honest conversation with you, just the two of us, without any distractions or interference. I need to understand what has been happening in your life that has left me feeling so unsettled. Please, could you spare a few minutes so we can talk this through face to face? I have a few questions that I need to ask, and I am hoping that you will answer them with complete honesty. The whispers I've heard, the subtle signals from your friends, all seem to suggest that there's a hidden chapter in your life, a chapter filled with pain, loss, or perhaps secrets that you have not yet revealed. If this is the case, please know that it doesn't change the way I feel about you. My love for you is not conditional on having a flawless past or a picture perfect life. I care about you for who you are, every part of you, including the parts that are marred by hardship or hurt. What matters most to me is the person you are today and the future we can build together, hand in hand. Yet, I cannot help but feel a sense of helplessness when I realize that I do not have the full picture. I cannot be the support you need if I am not aware of the challenges you are facing. I am here, ready to listen to everything you have to say. I want to understand your story, the whole story, because I believe that honesty is the cornerstone of any strong relationship. I wish you would trust me enough to let me in, to share the moments that have defined you, even if they are painful or complicated. I imagine that there may have been times when you felt that discussing your past might open old wounds or bring up memories that you would rather leave untouched. I understand that the prospect of reliving those experiences might be daunting. However, please consider this. You don't have to face those memories alone anymore. I am here, not to pry or to force you to relive painful moments, but to offer my shoulder to cry on and my ear to listen whenever you are ready. We can take this conversation at your pace. There's no rush or pressure to divulge everything all at once. The most important thing is that you know you can trust me with your deepest fears, your most intimate regrets, and your long hidden secrets. I want to emphasize that this conversation isn't about pointing fingers or making you feel cornered. It's about reaching out to you with the hope that together, we can navigate through any difficulties that might be lingering in the shadows of your past. I believe that every challenge we face as a couple only makes our bond stronger, as long as we approach it with honesty, love, and mutual respect. There is no shame in having a complicated history. Everyone does. But there is great strength in acknowledging it and working together to heal any lingering wounds. When I think about the future, I imagine a life where we are completely open with one another, where nothing is hidden or left unsaid. I dream of a life where you feel free to express all that you are, every joy, every sorrow, every triumph, and every challenge. I want us to be partners in every sense of the word, sharing not just the happy moments, but also the moments that test us. And I know that for that dream to become reality, we must build our relationship on a foundation of absolute trust and transparency. I understand that it takes courage to open up about painful experiences, and I want you to know that I admire you for all that you have endured. I also understand that some things may be difficult to discuss, and that it might take time for you to feel ready. I am not asking for immediate answers or a complete recounting of everything that has happened in your past. What I am asking for is just a chance to talk, to sit down together and explore what's been troubling you without judgment or pretense. I want us to share our burdens, so neither of us has to carry them alone. I want you to know that my request comes from a place of deep care and concern. I am worried not because I want to control or criticize you, but because I fear that you might be hurting and feel isolated. I want to be the person who helps lift that weight off your shoulders, even if just a little bit, so that you can breathe a little easier and find solace in the fact that you are not alone. I promise you that no matter what truths emerge from our conversation, my love for you will remain steadfast. I am not here to judge your past or to condemn you for anything you have endured. I am here to embrace all of you, the good, the painful, and everything in between. So, I am asking you, from the bottom of my heart, please, let me in. Let's have an honest conversation about what's been happening. I am here to listen with compassion and to support you in every way I can. Take a deep breath, gather your thoughts, and when you're ready, meet me in a space where we can speak freely and honestly. I believe that by facing this together, we can not only overcome whatever challenges lie ahead, but also strengthen the love and trust that bind us. I know that this might feel overwhelming, and I want you to understand that there is no pressure for you to share more than you're comfortable with right now. Just knowing that you are willing to open up a little would mean the world to me. Let us work through this slowly, step by step, until you feel that you no longer have to shoulder your pain in silence. Remember, I am with you every step of the way, and together, we can find a way to heal and move forward. Thank you for taking the time to read this letter. I hope you can feel the sincerity behind my words and understand that every sentence comes from a place of genuine love and care for you. I am here, ready to listen and to support you, always. You are not alone in this journey. We are in it together, side by side, ready to face whatever challenges may come our way. Please, let's talk soon, and let's work together to build a future where both of us feel heard, understood, and truly loved. With all my love and unwavering support, your name.